Good morning. It's the WFLO Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, happy Friday to everybody. It is your February the 21st, and this is Chris Wood. We're on the WFLO Radio Show, and normally we'd ask you to call 434-394-0924, but for the first half of the show, we've got a special guest in the studio. But he's not a stranger to the WFLO microphone. It's Chip Jones. He's Superintendent of Cumberland County Public Schools, and welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you doing?
Doing well. It's kind of cold this morning, but they say it's going to heat up, so get a little warmer.
By Tuesday, it should be 64 degrees.
It's crazy to believe.
I love it.
Yeah, I'll take the 60s.
I'll take the 60s, too. Anyway, so what's been going on? It's been a while since you've been here.
It has been. I think right before Christmas maybe.
Yeah. How were your holidays? Good?
The holidays were good. I actually thought about would you make some pecan pies, right?
Yes, and I made you, I thought about you, but I didn't know how to get in touch with you to have us meet or when you were in town and everything. So the next time you're here, I will know. Tell me ahead of time, or tell somebody here ahead of time, so I can bake you that pie.
Well, thank you. On that, Alice Metz, who is from Cumberland County, who moved to Highland County a few years ago, when she worked in Cumberland, she'd always come by the school board office and deliver fudge. And I got some of her homemade fudge in the mail the other day. That was a great surprise, a little post-holiday treat.
Fantastic.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Didn't last long.
I bet.
So a little bit been going on in Cumberland since I was last here. Most recently, our Cumberland High School's basketball team just played in the James River District Championship, and they won 58-55 on Tuesday night.
Congratulations.
And absolutely. It was exciting. It was a packed gym. We played Nottoway, and Tyrone Mosby, who returned to coaching this year, was actually named the James River District Coach of the Year. So it was exciting times.
Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great.
And our boys team and our girls team actually move on to regional play on Monday. The girls play at 6 and the boys play at 7:30, and they play William Campbell in Cumberland. So it's exciting times.
Yes. And they've got the home
advantage.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes.
So this winter weather needs to move on away. It needs to do some thawing this weekend, and we need to get back to a schedule.
That's right.
So
I think you will.
I hope so. Yes, ma'am. I got my fingers crossed. And then also still on the athletic part, we also offer indoor track, and the team goes around and competes at different places. And our team just competed in the regionals that was held at Woodbury Forest. And our own, he's a senior, Cameron Brown, was named the Region 1B Athlete of the Year. So that's right from Cumberland County. So that's pretty exciting.
That is very exciting.
And we had first place winners in the shot put, pole vault, and the 55-meter competition, and the triple jump. So the Dukes went and competed, and they came back. I already knew they were champions, but they got the recognition for being champions.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am. And then this weekend, but it's been postponed to later in the week, we had 3 wrestlers that were going to compete in the VHSL State Championship. And on Saturday, we have 13 students traveling to Danville with Coach Haig to compete in, they call it speech now, but it's forensics. So
right.
That's exciting. So they will go tomorrow. Uh-huh. So I know they'll come back champions. And our middle school basketball teams, both boys and girls, competed in their middle school tournament. Weren't as successful as we wanted them to be, but you know what? They were there.
They were there.
And we were there cheering them on.
Yes,
ma'am. Last week, all these weeks run together, with the snow and different things. We celebrated Kindness Week and School Counselors Week. So our high school seniors, students actually decorated, like the coffee cup holders, and had those down at Cumberland Coffee. So that was good. So the coffee was wrapped in a little message from some high school students.
Oh,
so that's always good.
That's sweet, yeah.
We honored School Crossing Guard Day, where we had, at the beginning of the school, we have 2 people that go out and stop traffic and so forth.
Yeah, I was one of those growing up.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought I was really
now it's got its official day.
Well, yeah.
Yes, so it's always exciting. It's CTE month and School Board Appreciation month. So that's Career and Technical Education. So we always highlight the different programs that we offer in Cumberland. So that's always exciting. Our school counselor, Jaleesa Johnson, received a Difference Maker Award for all the work she does at the elementary school, and that was given by the Virginia Department of Education. We held senior night for athletics, and on Friday the 7th, we celebrated Go Red for National Women's Health Day, and in honor of one of our own teachers and Cumberland alumni, Ms. Jasmine Jackson. And we also celebrated the 100th day of school. So we had a lot of celebrations.
Yes.
So it's been exciting. You know, we work hard, but we celebrate too. So that's always good.
You work hard, you play hard.
Yes, ma'am. And then Carol Gillespie, one of our Algebra 1 teacher at the middle school, she presented at a math conference at William & Mary. So it was a packed room, so it's always good to go share. We know she's good, but it's always good to go let her share her knowledge and help others. Our high school hosted a career day where over 40 employers came and, talked with students about the different occupations and all that are out there. And even some of our kids receive job offers, for after-school jobs and weekend work and so forth. So that's always exciting. And this year, at school systems, we always host student teachers, kids that are going to school to be teachers and so forth. This year, we tried something different with Longwood, and we appreciate them partnering with us. We're hosting 2 business interns. So they're working with Jeff Dingledine in their technology department. So just to get a little aspect of the technology and the business aspect of a school system. So that's going pretty well. First time we've done that, and so far so good. So it's been a lot of hands-on experience.
I'm just flabbergasted at how much you guys do there, with the students and the teachers. And
we appreciate that. Yeah. And our Cumberland High School, we offer it's called the unmanned aircraft, but it's really drones. And they competed in their first ever tournament. So that's exciting. And you wouldn't think this, but there's a lot of careers that are associated with unmanned aircraft and drones, such as you can check forestry land, you can check cropland, you can check cattle, you can check a lot of things, rivers and different things. So, we work to get the kids the experience and get them a certification. So it may not be their full-time job, but it's something maybe they could do on a part-time basis.
Right.
And we had 6 Cumberland High School students participate in the Longwood Honors Band, and it was about 16 hours of some pretty intensive work. So that's always good to showcase the musical talents and so forth. Our FFA, our Future Farmers of America members, went to the state capitol. They got to meet with Senator Cyphers and Delegate Garrett, and our own Tucker Bowman got to go out on the House floor and so forth. So it's always exciting to give them an experience like that. So,
that's just great.
It is, great. Yes, ma'am. And then our middle school was recognized at a Longwood basketball game. They recognized their cheerleaders. Some of our cheerleaders got to cheer alongside the Longwood cheerleaders.
Oh, good.
So that's always good. Our basketball teams were recognized, and our chorus opened the game singing the national anthem. So it's always good to give the kids a spotlight and different things. So we like doing those kind of things. And we have preschool registration coming up in March. Hard to believe.
It's right around the corner.
3 and 4 year olds. Spring sports. We were just talking about spring weather, and now we're in some winter weather. Begin on Monday. So it's hard to believe. Baseball, softball, soccer, track, and everything. And I'm sure you've heard and probably had people in here in the studio that Cumberland County Schools is the host site for the RAM Clinic, remote area medical clinic that's coming up at the end of March.
That's right.
So our kids are a big part of that. Our facilities are a big part of that. Actually, our culinary arts kids are doing a lot of the food for community service and so forth. So that is just a highlight of Cumberland County Public Schools right there.
Wow. Just about every aspect, of anything that those kids or those students can experience And yeah, that sounds like you're just doing a great job.
Well, I tell you what, I'm fortunate to work with great people, and I always say our kids are great and our community's great, but we have some great staff members that do a lot of things to go above and beyond. We're small, but that doesn't stop us. So
that's right.
It's always good.
It's good. So what do you have coming up besides the sports, the spring sports, and the sign up and all of that?
So with spring, that is a busy time. So, we're transitioning and, you leave for winter break and then you come back and the end of the school year is getting here and so forth. So, of course, our seniors getting ready for graduation, finalizing their plans for when they graduate, whether they're going into the workforce, whether they're going to a community college, whether they're going to enlist in the military, or whether they're going to a college and so forth.
And so you have counselors there to help them?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We have a partnership with UVA, and then we work with Southside Community College, and then we have a school counselor. So we always are trying to help kids plan their next step for life after Cumberland High School. It's always an area we need to improve upon because I always want kids to know what their next step is. So working on that. And, of course, there's always spring testing, your state assessments that are coming up. And it's recruitment season while we're looking for, to fill some teaching positions and so forth. And that sometimes can be a difficult thing for a rural area because people look for affordable housing, they look for internet, they look for activities to do and so forth. So we have to really sell the area and the school system and so forth. So we work hard to do that.
Well, it sounds to me like you're doing a very good job with that as well, the recruiting. I'm just very impressed.
Well, thank you.
Impressed.
It's And, with that, of course, it's budget season, and as you plan, you're finishing up a school year, then you're starting into a new school year and so forth, just making sure everything's planned. And we're just working summer learning and different things. So there are a lot of different things in the air just going on and making sure it all works and so forth.
Do you have remote learning as well?
We do. So we did remote learning. With the winter weather, I think we've had 2 in-person days of school in the last 2 weeks. And since our teachers and our families have worked well with us to do remote learning. And what that is teachers can offer what they call, it's kind of like college, quote-unquote, office hours where kids can call in or they can connect. So teachers do some live where if kids have connectivity where they can connect and do some lessons with the teacher. But if not, we send home work for the kids. And then they have a way to contact their teachers and so forth. We did that Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Yeah, I think Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Today they do not have it, so they can finish up any work that they have and so forth, and then be ready to come back to school for in-person learning on Monday.
On Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
And the temperature is going to be 60 degrees on Monday.
So we got it.
You got it.
Yes, ma'am. And, it needs to.
Maybe some of the stuff will just melt away.
Yes.
Go away.
I did some. I had to take my wife to Charlottesville yesterday afternoon, and we came back and rode through some of the roads of Cumberland and so forth. Some of them are a little interesting, but I'm hoping that sun hits them and does some
make
big
it be
melting.
Icy. All right. Yeah, you got that right. Now, as far as getting around, some people come in and they say, well, even with a hint of some snow or something like that, or even if it's just a little bit, you have to remember that it is a rural area, and those roads don't get,
Yes, ma'am.
treated. Those back roads don't get treated.
They don't get treated as, because I know VDOT does a great job, and they treat the primary roads like in Cumberland, Route 60 and 45, whether you're going to Cartersville or Farmville, and then 60 through there. But, people who live in rural areas know that some of these back roads, they might be paved and different things, but they're very narrow and got a lot of shaded spots. And sometimes there's some limbs that hang over and so forth. And, we get a lot of feedback. Why didn't you go to school? Well, that's easier said than done because they're not the ones in charge of a busload of children.
That's right.
On a back road and so forth. And when you meet a bus, sometimes a bus has to get over a little bit, and the worst thing you have is one of them slip down in a ditch or so forth with children and so forth.
That's right.
So I always, I read this thing the other day, and this is true, like a former superintendent, that, you can always make up the time at some point. So always err out on the side of safety and so forth.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely, yep. Well, it's been great. It's been great talking with you and finding out what's going on in the Cumberland school system, and we're just happy to and appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me. I think Cumberland does some great things, and I just can't stress the great people that are there and the kids enough and so forth. And their families. They've been pretty flexible over the last couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. I know they're as ready as we are to have kids get on those buses on Monday morning, or they can drop them off and have school start on time and be all week and
That's
so
right.
forth.
Get things back to normal.
Absolutely, because we got a lot to do between now and then.
This winter has been unusual because we have had some snow. We haven't had any. We've had a couple of mild winters.
Yes.
Beforehand, so you kind of get used to that, and then all of a sudden,
yes, it's been an interesting weather year. If you remember, it seems like years ago now, but at the beginning of school, we started school, but then we had to take 2 days off because of the different storms and the flooding and all that came through. So it's been a little interesting.
Okay, yeah. Well, hopefully everything will get back to normal, and we can get some things done in a
yes,
right
ma'am.
fashion. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, Chip, it's been wonderful talking with you, and we certainly hope that you can come and visit us
yes, ma'am.
again soon, and let me know ahead of time so I can get that pie.
Absolutely. I'll let you know for a pecan pie. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, take care.
Yeah, y'all have a good day and
All
a good
right,
weekend.
You too. Stay safe.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That was Chip Jones, and he is the Cumberland County Superintendent for Cumberland County Schools, and was filling us in on all of those wonderful things that are going on in the school system. And we've got, what time is it? Oh, it's 24 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're not quite down to the half-hour spot, but I have beside me the illustrious, marvelous
don't build it up.
John Staten.
Don't
That's
rush the bit.
The voice. That's the voice.
Hi.
Yes. All right.
Good morning.
We do have time for a call if you're interested at 434-394-0924 as well. So, how's the week gone, John?
Quick. I can't believe it's Friday already.
Yeah, thank goodness.
But I'm glad, and I'm glad the snow is waving by, and hopefully that's the last one we have for the rest of the winter.
Hope so.
Hope so.
Yeah. It's going to be 64 degrees next Tuesday. Just wanted to let you know that. That's going to make me smile.
Bring it on. I'll take it.
Well, I've got an Idgy story for you.
What has Idgy done this time?
Well, I took her out for her second run yesterday, and she made a beeline to one of the outbuildings on the farm, and I kept waiting for her and calling for her, and she said I came around and saw that she had harvested a possum.
Possum?
A possum.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So we've got a caller, so we'll let the possum story. Yeah, we'll hold that possum story. Okay.
All right.
We'll take this call. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Sunshine and Noah, fantastic Friday morning.
It's not Noah. It's John.
Oh, it's Noah, all right.
Oh, who is it?
It's John Staten.
No, it's not.
John. Okay, the handsome John Staten. Well, I just got the radio on, and I guess whose voice I heard? I heard Sunshine's voice. I didn't hear John.
That's all right, because John just got in with us.
Yes, I did.
Well, great. Well, hopefully the weather's better over y'all's way. It's good over here. We're able to get in and out of our driveway, thank God.
Thank God. You got that right.
I'll get out today for the first time since Tuesday morning.
Boy.
Yes, I know. I'm not a homebody.
I know you like to. I know that you like to be on the go.
Yeah, I'm a go-go man. That's for sure. Well, hopefully no more snow in sight forever this year, anyway.
Yeah. That would be nice.
I want to take this opportunity. I did not get to hear the birthdays yesterday. But we got a fantastic couple out in Crewe, Virginia, that celebrated their 65th wedding anniversary yesterday.
Wow.
And that's the Reverend Clyde and Eloise Singer of Crewe. And he's a fine pastor over at Keysville Baptist Temple. and they celebrated their 65th wedding anniversary yesterday, and a bunch of friends are going to get together tomorrow and celebrate it again.
Well, all right. That sounds wonderful.
So we're looking forward to that. And how is Henry? What's your latest on Henry?
Henry is doing well. In fact, last that we heard, he may be going home tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, is he? Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know he'll be glad of that, and so will the listeners, and hopefully get him back on the air real soon, because we have certainly missed Henry on the air on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and hopefully that's coming back real soon.
Oh, we hope so as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, John and Sunshine, we trust y'all will have a great weekend and keep it safe. And any snow you get, please keep it your way.
All right, will do.
Y'all
Okay.
have a good weekend.
All right.
you
Take
too.
care, Barry. Bye-bye. All right. That was Barry Miles. And just a quick thing with Iggy and the possum.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, she brought the possum back to the house. She was very proud of it.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, I didn't go near her or it. Just let her do her thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I coaxed her in to have her supper and everything to fix her supper. And when she was in the house, I went out and was going to dispose of the possum.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find it. She had hidden.
Oh, yeah.
She
You were
had
going to mess
hidden
with
it.
her possum.
She had hidden that possum underneath some leaves
Oh, yeah.
that were, on
For later, yeah.
on the eve of the roof where it didn't snow,
Yeah.
right there next to the deck.
Yeah.
I walked around and tried to follow her track for
You can't find
15
her
minutes.
hiding spot, no.
So I let her back out just to find out where she had hidden it.
And she led you right to it?
Of course she did. And she's just amazing. She's just absolutely amazing.
We had a cat that would do that, kill mice and then put them on the porch for us to see that they are earning their keep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my Iggy story.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the business at the bottom of the hour, like our weather forecast. And that is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old-school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
All right, your forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. We'll see some sunshine today with a high near 43 degrees. Tonight, clear with a low around 16. Saturday, increasing clouds with a high of 44 degrees. On Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 25. On Sunday, lots of sunshine with a high 51. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low of 28. And for Monday, mostly sunny with a high around 60 degrees. For Monday night, partly cloudy with a low 38. And Tuesday, lots of sunshine with a high of 64. Yes, I did say 64 degrees. And we'll check our weather stats here. Our humidity is at 58%. Our barometer is on the rise at 30.45 inches. We have winds coming in right now. Let's see, from the, I guess it's from the west-northwest at around 5 miles per hour. Currently, we're at 25 degrees under mostly sunny skies after a low of 19 degrees. That's your weather forecast brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brookneal, and their loan office in downtown Farmville. All right, we've got our birthdays and perhaps anniversaries to tell you about. And that's brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, and business formations. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
All right, John, we've got, it's Friday, so we've got 3 days worth of birthdays, right?
We do.
All right, go to it.
All right, for today, Friday the 21st, happy birthday going out to, Gail Cook, Jack Roberts, and Susan Bowling. Mm-hmm. Susan Bowling having birthdays today, and on our list over here, Joe Morissette, Morissette of Burkeville, former mayor, having a birthday today over there in Burkeville. And so now, those are the birthdays for the 21st. We're moving on now to the 22nd, and we got Robbie Bowling. We've also got Bruce Davis having a birthday on the 22nd, Saturday, and Fran's son, Camden Wood, turning 42.
That's right.
42.
Tomorrow. That's right. 42 years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plays a mean guitar.
He does that.
Yeah. I know Camden.
Yeah.
We've played a couple of times together. So.
Yep. He says you're very talented as well.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of him to say that.
All right. What about Sunday?
Sunday. Let me not forget that. 23rd. So I definitely need the ones for this one. John Sam Roberts, Deborah Reed, Amira Hurley, and Mike Klemuik, Klemiuk.
Sounds like a winner to me.
All right. Let me make sure I don't have any others on this list. I do apologize. You can call up and correct me. People do that quite often, so feel free. 434-394-0924. Otherwise, send the names, birthdays, anniversaries to birthdays at WFLO.net.
And we also want to wish Clyde and Eloise Singer a happy 65th anniversary of Cumberland. All right. For the right legal advice, you can visit Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, on Main Street in Farmville. All right, it's 8:35, and 434-394-0924 is the number to call for the Call Flow Show, and it is, once again, your Friday, February 21st. Okay, let's see. Let's go with our famous birthdays for today.
All right.
See if I can bring that up.
You were talking about a possum. I'm looking at a remarkably rotund Chicago beaver becomes an online celebrity.
Oh, my. He's a big boy.
A Chicago nonprofit is asking social media users to help name a remarkably rotund beaver caught on camera in the city. Let me click on the story.
All right.
UPI, and let's see. Urban Rivers, a nonprofit dedicated to restoring Chicago's waterways and protecting their native wildlife, shared a video to Reddit showing the huge beaver caught on camera in the city. She lives, eats, and knocks down trees. This would be somewhere like McKinley Park. So really, she's at the intersection of the south, southwest, and west sides of the city. The post said she's gotten especially large the last few weeks, probably due to pregnancy. But she's been remarkably rotund for longer than a beaver pregnancy lasts, which I don't know how long beavers
I don't know either. I don't know how long it takes them.
The group said the beaver also has a reputation for being tough, and the spots she hangs out are absolutely filled with coyotes, and they can't figure out how she hasn't been eaten herself, officials wrote. Urban Rivers is asking members of the public to suggest names for the remarkably rotund resident. And some names that have already been suggested include Lori Heavyfoot, Beav Irvin, Sigourney Beaver, as opposed to Weaver, and Dame Ryan, D-A-M. Dame Ryan, maybe?
No, it'd be Dam Ryan because, beavers do build dams.
True. That is true. So anyway, those are some of the names that have already been suggested. So there you go.
Okay. All right. That was a great story.
I just did that to kill some time so you could find what you were looking for.
I found what I was looking for. The birthdays, celebrity birthdays.
There we go.
Okay, actor Anthony Daniels.
C-3PO in the Star Wars.
That's right.
The yellow robot.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He turned 79 today. Mm-hmm. And you're absolutely right. His C-3PO has appeared on The Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most of the Star Wars people have probably appeared on The Muppet Show at one point or time.
Probably. Actor Kelsey Grammer turns 70 today.
That's a favorite of Broshan's and Noah's, I believe.
Mm-hmm. He returned to reprise his role as Beast in the MCU.
Yeah, he played Beast, who's blue and has a lot of hair on him. A mutant.
Oh, okay.
Mutant.
Mutant? Okay. All right, let's see who else is celebrating a birthday today. Actor Titus Burgess turns 46 today. He hosted the series Last Bite Hotel.
Never saw that.
I don't think I ever saw that either. In fact, I'm positive I didn't. Actress Jennifer Love Hewitt turns 46 today.
I remember her.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. She is set to reprise her role as Julie in the upcoming I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot.
She was in the original movie. I remember that.
Director and actor Jordan Peele turns 46 today. He won his first Oscar for Best Original Screenplay for Get Out.
Get Out.
Ashley Greene turns 38.
Okay.
Let's see. Her middle name is Michelle, by the way. Michelle. Actress Haley Orantia turns 31. She's originally from Arlington, Texas. Let's see who else. We've got actress Sophie Turner turning 29. And that's it for... Well, let's see. We've got actor Gary Lockwood.
Okay.
Of 2001: A Space Odyssey is 88 today.
Right.
Actor-director Richard Bamer of West Side Story and Twin Peaks is 84. Actor Peter McHenry is 85. Record company executive David Geffen turns 82 today. Actor Tyne Daly is 79.
Cagney and Lacey, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keyboardist Jerry Harrison of Talking Heads is 76. Actor Christine Ebersole is 72. Actor William Peterson of CSI is 72.
He played Pat Garrett in Young Guns 2.
Did he really?
Yes, and the reason I remember that is because in the first Young Guns, it was Patrick Wayne, John Wayne's son, playing Pat Garrett. And they recasted for some reason. I guess they wanted someone a little bit younger for the story. So when I met Patrick Wayne, I asked him about that. And he goes, I don't know. They just never called me.
Yeah, well, they decided the other guy was better.
I guess.
Singer Mary Chapin Carpenter is 67 today.
Okay.
Actor Kim Coates of Bad Blood and Sons of Anarchy is 67. Actor Jack Coleman of Heroes is 67. Actor Christopher Atkins, 64.
Yeah, that name's familiar. He was something in the 80s, if I recall. Blonde actor, if I remember.
William Baldwin, one of the Baldwin brothers, is 62 today. Let's see. Country singer Eric Heatherly.
I've heard the name, yep.
Is 55. Bassist Eric Wilson of Sublime is 55. Singer Rhiannon Giddens, 48. Actor Brendan Sexton III of Boys Don't Cry is 45. Opera pop singer Charlotte Church, we know Charlotte, is 39. And actor Elliot Page of Inception and Juno is 38. And actor Corbin Bleu of High School Musical and Jump In is 36. That's it.
All right.
That's all of the birthdays.
Tyne Daly was in a Dirty Harry movie, The Enforcer.
Oh, okay.
She was Clint Eastwood's female partner in that movie.
Ah, okay.
Marvelous. He was not too enthused about having a female partner.
Oh, okay.
But he warmed up to her eventually.
Well, Irma Bombeck, the humorist,
Okay.
the columnist, has a birthday today. And Alan Rickman, the actor, is celebrating a birthday today as well. And all from the Associated Press. Okay. Now, we've got open lines at 434-394-0924. It is your Friday, February 21st. It's nice to see the sunshine come out. After I got home yesterday from the station, it poured snow. Yeah, I could tell. It was almost, when I was driving on 15 going north, it looked like it was fog, but it was actual snow that was coming down. And it continued for about an hour or so, off and on, but it was really pretty. Very nice. Okay. Oddities, what you got over there?
Escaped porcupine captured in Tennessee. I don't know what's so odd about it, but we'll find out.
Okay.
Wildlife authorities in Tennessee were called out to rescue an unusual escaped pet, a porcupine. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency said officials responded to a report of an exotic animal on the loose in Knoxville and arrived to find the prickly perpetrator was an escaped porcupine. The TWRA took the porcupine to the Young Williams Animal Center for care while attempting to locate the animal's owner. While porcupines are Class 3 animals in Tennessee, no permit required is what that means. It's crucial for exotic pet owners to keep them properly contained. And the post said exotic animal owners should be aware that escaped pets can damage the local ecosystem and could be harmed themselves by wild animals or domestic pets. So even a Class 3 should be taken care of. And I guess we have someone on the line here. I see the phone lines are flashing.
Yes. So we will take this call. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Show.
Hello, Chris. Good Friday to you.
Thank you. Who is this?
Prickly Pete.
Prickly Pete?
No, I know it is Dan.
Oh, okay.
I thought I'd
hey,
tell
Dan,
y'all
how
a
you
quick
doing?
Message. I'm doing good, just cold.
Do what?
I'll give
He's
you a
cold.
quick message.
Okay.
I wanted to touch base. I know y'all have an appointment here shortly with the first-time caller, daily appointment. So I wanted to just mention it was Tuesday night that I got a chance to go to the Farmville Prince Edward Historical Society meeting. And I enjoyed doing this, the first one of the year, but I think I missed a few last year, but I don't quite recall. But I wanted to tip my hat off to Jimmy Hurt, who does a ton of research, Billy Polston, L.D. Falk. They kind of conducted the meeting. It was a good little crowd, turnout in the train station. And the topic was about the mills that were around Farmville. And people might be familiar with the mill now where down near the Charlie's waterfront warehouses in Greenfront. It's now turned into a wedding venue, I think. But I wasn't aware, and a lot of people weren't aware, that there was another mill built in the early 1900s right up at Longwood College, right in that area where the hockey field was, as well as the tennis courts used to be. And I played at those tennis courts many times. They were the lighted courts. And a guy named Thomas Gray had built another mill there where people brought in their corn, brought in their wheat, whatever, to be milled. And it was really interesting to learn. And he was very competitive with the existing mill, who I'm not for sure at that time. The mill down near Charlie's was built in the 1800s. The original building had burned once, and it changed ownership over the years, but I believe the Newman may have owned it in the early 1900s, and it was real competitive with this
the one in
Thomas
Longwood?
Gray, who built the one up near the college. But anyhow, it was a real interesting topic. And Jimmy Hurt did mention that at the next meeting, we were going into some of the other houses on the early part of High Street. I say the early part near Main, where High goes up to between Main Street and the Wine Oak. There was going to be a topic of the houses that were originally there.
Oh, okay.
So anyhow, it was encouraging. I like old history, so I just wanted to kind of tip my hat. So job well done. And again, it was a pretty good turnout of crowd. I guess there's 25 to 30 people there listening to his presentation. And so, hats off to Jimmy and Billy and LD for putting on the historical meeting. And I would encourage in the future, it's always open to the public. More people want to attend, find out some things, what used to go on a long time ago.
Yep, absolutely. Sounds great.
But anyhow, I'll get off the lines. I just thought I would mention that. And thank you all for everything you do, and Good Friday to all.
All right. Thank you. See you later. All right. Bye-bye, Danny.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. That was Danny Husky, and he was filling us in on some of the event, the Farmville Historic Society.
Yep.
Doing a presentation on mills. I did not know that they had turned that the mill over here by Charlie's into a wedding venue.
I didn't either, to be honest with you.
I didn't know that. But anyway, have you ever been inside that?
No. Have you?
No, I have not. No, but it is an interesting building.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Let's see. It's 8:49, and lines are open again at 434-394-0924. Speaking of snow, I have some interesting facts about snowflakes.
Okay.
For everybody.
That none are identical and stuff like that?
Well, snow isn't just made up of snowflakes. It's also made of sleet, which is created when snowflakes pass through the atmosphere and melt a little by the time they hit the ground. Each snowflake is not unique. It's a myth. Identical snowflakes have been found before, and each snowflake has 6 sides because the molecules that make them up are hexagon-shaped.
So I've been lied to all these years.
I know. It's awful. Anyway, there are actually, snowflakes are not all white. They're not at all white.
Not all white.
No, they're actually translucent, where light is reflected rather than passed through. Because of the snowflake's tiny surface, the light scatters in so many directions that it can't absorb or reflect consistently, and the color comes back as white.
Okay.
We get a lot of it every year. At least 1 septillion ice crystals fall from the sky in the U.S. alone.
Okay.
Septillion is lots of zeros.
Way up there.
Way up there.
It's like our national budget.
1 inch of snow makes about 1/10 of an inch of water. So I remember at the radio station when we had to go out and measure the snow with a yardstick or whatever, and then bring it back in and melt it down to find out exactly how much liquid precipitation we had gotten.
Right.
And it's all drinkable. At least 80% of fresh water is frozen, made of either ice or snow. That's why Iggy loves it. She goes out there and just eats it up, comes back in with snow on her nose. Anyway, so those are some interesting facts about snowflakes.
My favorite flakes are Frosted Flakes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Tony the Tiger, they're great.
They're great.
I saw you with eating some Cheerios in here, too.
Cinnamon Cheerios, yes.
Cinnamon.
Yes.
You like cinnamon?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Got a little kick to it.
Yep, whole box of cinnamon Cheerios.
Yeah, my snack of the morning. Dry cereal.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
You had something with egg. I could smell it.
I had a sausage egg McMuffin.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, it's one of my
Smelled
favorite
good.
breakfasts. If I'm going to eat out.
Yeah.
So, let's see what else is going on. Let's see. Snow can fall with temperatures above freezing. Of course, we know that. And we also know that snow is white. And let's see. It doesn't have, let's see, we did that. The snowiest place in the UK is, well, if it'll come up for me. I don't think it's going to come up. Okay. Well, we do have a caller anyway.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So, we'll take this caller. And we'll say, good morning, you're on the Call Flow Show.
Oh, my gosh. Good morning, people.
Hi there.
Danny
First
knew
caller?
you were going to
Hey.
call.
How did you know?
I said Danny knew, not me. Danny knew.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
He's going to make way for your call.
Doing the,
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah? So both of you?
No, I said Danny wanted to get off the phone so you could call in.
Oh, my gosh.
So what were you going to hit us up with there for a second?
Oh, I was going to ask a question. You were doing all these snow facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if there was anything in there about does a snowflake make a noise when it hits the ground?
That's like saying, does a tree make a sound falling in the forest if no one's there to hear it?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you go out there and because I was curious a while ago, and I had taken a tape recorder, and I found a spot, and I was chasing this snowflake as high as I could see it, coming down, and it hit the ground. So I played it back, and I couldn't tell whether or not it had made a sound because there were so many other snowflakes hitting the ground and making noises. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think they do. I think they do. And
Yeah.
I know that when I've got a coat on, one of those synthetic down filter things, and I don't know whether it's a snowflake or whether it's a sleet or something like that that's falling. But yeah, I believe that if it's a wet snow, you really can.
Uh-huh.
But because that's heavier. But I don't know. I would say yes, that it does make a sound. That's what I would say. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah.
I'm
I hear
not
it so bad I couldn't hear it if it did.
Oh. So do you guys still make those little what would we call them? Snow cream. When we were kids, we used to make them.
Snow cones. Cream.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So we don't remember whether we put a dairy product in it or just the juice.
I don't remember doing it with actual snow. Ice, I remember doing it. What was the trick that I remember as a kid? It was something about putting Kool-Aid in your ice trays or something like that, but making sure that you put like these sticks in the middle so when it would freeze up, you have like a little
Yeah, popsicle
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was one of those ABC kind of, hey, make one of these things. That timer guy, whatever his name was, it was a little cartoon. He was yellow looking. I don't know what he was supposed to be, but he was the one going, you could have a wagon wheel and all this other stuff and make all these snacks.
Oh, and he did all the political conjunction.
No, that was something else. That was, those were cartoons as well, but that was something, that was Schoolhouse Rock. And they were, those were the more informative types of things like, I'm a bill up on Capitol Hill and all this other stuff. But the ones I'm talking about, it was just like an ABC produced thing, and I think they did stuff like, take it from the chopper and talking about eating foods that are crunchy and like celery and stuff, as opposed to soft candies and whatnot. And I don't know, it was all that after school special kind of. I guess it was the network's way of from the FCC of doing things that were meant for educational purposes or whatever, as opposed to just watching Wile E. Coyote fall off a cliff and all that sort of stuff.
I know. When you think about them, those cartoons were so violent.
But I love them. I love them. And
God.
Watching them never made me think, oh, you know what? If I jump off this cliff,
of course,
I'll just survive like the coyote did.
It was just a cartoon.
Yeah, it was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually think I was He-Man.
Now, the Three Stooges was something else.
I love the Stooges.
I love the Stooges, too.
Yeah.
But a lot of mothers wouldn't let their kids watch the Three Stooges. I mean, because they're bopping each other on the head and all this kind of poking each other in the eye or something like that.
Yeah, go play a video game. Don't watch. This is too violent.
What are you doing? Playing poker? Quit stacking the deck.
Oh, anyway. Well, this fact about, we'll get back to snow for a minute. It takes about an hour for a snowflake to reach the ground.
An hour. Okay.
An hour. Although it depends on each snowflake size and mass and the surrounding environmental conditions, but most snowflakes fall at speeds of 1 to 4 miles per hour, according to the United Kingdom Met Office. So, the largest, heaviest snowflakes can reach speeds of up to 9 miles per hour, but the typical flake descends toward the ground at about 1.5 miles per hour. So it takes around an hour to reach the ground.
And I always heard that if you saw big flakes, it wouldn't snow very long.
That's right.
I've always heard that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but it's something I remember hearing a lot when I was a kid.
Yep. I think the largest snowflake I've ever seen was about the size of a quarter.
That's pretty big.
Mm-hmm. And it was a March snow, I think.
March. Yeah, we still may get some. You never know.
You never know.
It makes you appreciate the snow now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Just thought it was just this. Yeah.
I appreciate when it's gone.
Thought it was this. Yeah, man.
The only snow I want is on top of my dome. That's the only snow I want to see. I don't even want to see that snow, to be honest with you.
On top of your what?
Dandruff.
Oh, ew.
I was kidding. It was a joke.
Okay. You have to remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to remember I don't take anything seriously.
This is Miss Gullible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Don't all jokes have a hint of reality?
Well, that's the funniest jokes do. Supposedly. Yeah, a little bit of truth in every joke.
That's one thing I can't do very well.
What's that?
Is tell a joke.
I can't either.
My timing is terrible.
I can joke around. I can imitate things and observation humor, but telling a joke I was never that good at.
And I can't remember them either.
Well, that's the problem. I can remember the punchline, but the whole lead-in.
Then you have to make up the whole lead-in, all of that stuff, and it doesn't.
That was the problem.
Doesn't quite do it. But anyway, we're just about done here.
Was there anything else you wanted to add, sir, before we go?
I wanted to ask a really quick question because of all the weather issues. Do you guys have a system to where if it's impossible to make it in, you can still run that station?
We'd have to prepare ahead of time as far as recording and or something like I have done before, stay the night before the weather hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a trooper.
Well, I don't do it often, but I have been known to do it.
Okay. I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can record ahead since we do logs a day ahead, or we could do multiple days ahead, so you could pre-record a lot and do it that way. Sort of like being off for Christmas or something like that, for a holiday or something like that.
Okay. Well, that answers it.
There you
All
go.
Right. The mystery has been solved.
Oh, yeah. Now I can rest.
All right. Have a good weekend. Take care.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
All right. We've got news along with the weather coming up and then music. Have a good day, John.
You too.